Let me share few chat links which have been pasted in the chat box. So I want all of you to open your chat box wherein I've pasted. First link is of syllabus link. You can check your syllabus on this particular link. In case you have not joined yet, no need to worry. You can still enroll yourself for this course. You just need to complete your payment process and we'll see you in the classes. We are always welcome to take up the feedback. You can click on this form link and we'll get your feedback. Yes, you have complete right to know about in detail for your particular batch. So you need to click on this all batch detail link. In case you have any further queries, always feel free to email us at support@olympiadsuccess.com or you can drop us a WhatsApp message on these particular numbers. Yes, we will be going to go live on the Facebook in case you find an internet glitch and you will not be able to join us back by Zoom. No need to worry. Feel free to watch this demo, which will be live on the Facebook. Okay. So I hope you must be aware of what are Olympiad examinations. So I'll quickly introduce your mentor and we'll move forward towards her because she'll be going to give you the glimpse what is Olympiad exactly. So her name is Miss Priyasha. She's a wonderful mentor. Her classes are very engaging, interesting, and interactive, of course, and her class sessions are very productive. So I'm sure whenever you'll be going to complete her sessions, you'll be going to come up something different with it. So over to you, Priyasha now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining. So today we will be focusing on understanding what's the major difference between the move from grade 5 to grade 6. What we primarily know is that most of the topics, like 80% of the topics are the same. Only 20% topics are introduced in mathematics. But does that mean 20% extra which we have to learn? No, that 80% has additional layers to the questions. So here when we are doing these kind of questions in the classroom, we'll not just try to understand how and where are they getting more complex, but we will also try to figure out that what is the mindset of a question paper setter in the examination. How is a question prepared? And when you can understand that how is a question prepared, you can very well predict it in future that okay, if this type of question comes in the examination, I'll be doing it in this way. So in our group classes, we make sure that we are not only focusing on your good accuracy, that is getting the questions right, but we also focus on doing them at a very good speed, because after all, it's Olympiads and Olympiads are actually considering speed as a factor as well. And third, and the most important thing, as I told you in the beginning, that we will not only focus on understanding the answer of the question, but we'll also try to read the mindset of the question paper setter. We'll see how this question is different from a normal grade 5 math question, not just in terms of the digits we use, but sometimes with the layers onto layers. Like a small example, instead of directly saying, find the area of the rectangle whose length is 20 and width is 10, I can actually give this question to you as whose length is the 10th multiple of the first prime number and whose width is half of its length. So what am I doing? I'm adding 3 layers to this question. First, we have 20, that is 2, the first prime number, multiplied with 10, the 10th multiple. And then we have the half of that, which is the 10, which is the width of that. And then you calculate the area. So how are we adding 3 layers to it? That's exactly how the grade 6 differs from grade 5. And there are many more examples which I'll be quoting in the demo today. But before that, ma'am has to show you a very important PPT. So make sure you watch that carefully, and then we'll get back pretty soon with the demo. Okay? So with a thumbs up, let's go for the important PPT. Over to you, Megha ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, kids. So kindly be attentive. All right. Okay, so I welcome you all on the platform of Olympiad Success. The Olympiad Success is the India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examination. We are the India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation, one of its kind yearly program that includes courses that matter. We're having 8 courses: school plus program, mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, spoken and written, Vedic maths, and coding. What else we provide? We provide one-on-one online CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and IB classes from grade 2 to grade 12, and one-on-one preparation classes for various Olympiads. You can meet our rank holders. These are kids like you only. You need to spare only 2 hours from your regular studies because Olympiad examination is quite little tougher than the regular studies. We are having the live Olympiad sessions, group sessions with around 20 students delivered through Zoom by tutors with significant teaching experience. 3 sessions per week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4 p.m. till 5:15 p.m. IST with 5 minutes of break. This session includes a mix of theory, practice question, doubt session, and discussion on previous year papers. Student will get a reading material and practice question which will be available on the platform of Olympiad Success. And student will also get a free access to Olympiad Success platform to practice the topic-wide mock test. So syllabus is available on this particular link and the fee of this course is rupees 11,151. It is a 50-session course and payment can be made by using this link. This fees includes online class, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year paper and access to Olympiad Success platform. So what you all require, a laptop or desktop with good internet speed, laptop or desktop with camera and headphones for the better audio clarity. So live classes will be starting from 25th of April 2025. In 2024, Olympiad Success has students from more than 5,000 schools across India and abroad. So this is all about informative PPT. I hope I'm clear. Great. Over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. So you need to enter this URL olympiadsuccess.com wherein you'll be going to log in with this page. So here you need to enter your email ID and password with which you will register with us. So I'm entering with one of our demo account. Sign in. So here are the personal details. Read it. In case finding an error, you can update it, right? Click on live classes. Select your subject and topic. And here you go with the schedule. So in schedule, you can see each and every topic is bifurcated in different days that you should not miss anything in depth. You should understand each and every topic in detail, okay? So after completion of every chapter, there are test discussion days for you, wherein you can bring in your doubts to your mentors. So test discussion means you're going to get a mock test paper before a class, and then in next class, on the day of test discussion, you'll be going to discuss your paper with your mentor along with your doubts in particular chapter. So in the last, you can see super classes. Super classes, you're going to cover previous year papers, right? So Olympiads are primarily meant for more and more practice. So how you gonna cover? So here is a holiday calendar for your reference. So we don't want you to miss any of your session because already we do have festival holidays. We have reading material, question papers and answer keys. So reading material for your preference that you should understand your topic. You can see everything is explained clearly. So we got chocolate questions also, if you all can see it over here. Right. Moving forward, question paper.
Hello. Ma'am,
Here is the exercise. Right. So there are answers also. So I recommend you to download your paper, solve it, and then check your answer keys.
demo.
Okay. Because obviously, if you will be loyal with the paper, then only you're going to score well. So more practice worksheets. For that, you need to click on worksheet, select your subject, and here you go your with your worksheet. So click on take exam. Select this icon box and start worksheet. So let's see how many of you know the correct answer. Just a moment. Sorry, that was a wrong subject which I selected. So yes, we are in mathematics. Select this. Read instructions, tick this box, start worksheet. So here you go with the questions. So you can see the type of questions. So let me see how many of you know the correct answer. So quickly read the question and type your answer in the chat box. I think we are getting answers. Oh, so the answer is A. Let's fill it, move on next. So yes, that's how you need to fill all your correct answers and keep on moving next. Once you're done with all these, click on finish button to submit your worksheet. Yes, I've reviewed all the questions, and the best part of our platform is the moment you have done your worksheet, you can check your performance parallelly. For that, click on the performance button. Of course, you need to select your subject, and here you will get your performance. So I have attempted this worksheet on 18. Click on view button. So the answer is wrong. Okay, so you need to practice a lot. Yes, so that's how you can access your material. That's pretty much about it. And yes, you need to log out and let me stop sharing my screen and we'll get back to QA round. If anybody is having any doubt related to the course, feel free to ask. No worries, Levish. When you will join this batch, we will be going to share a link with you. Okay. So that link will be of dashboard tour only, wherein you'll get an idea how you have to access the dashboard. Okay. Still, in case you find any difficulty, no need to worry. We have given our support numbers, so you can contact us over there. Anybody doubt, or shall we begin with the demo? No doubt? All right. So over to you, Priya Shama.
It's a happy news to see so many faces back as well, along with the new ones. So that's good. We'll get started, everyone, today with the demo. Any guesses? What is the topic which you're going to learn? You all have done a slight bit of it earlier, but not in a full-fledged. Okay. All right. Am I audible right now? It's better? A little bit. If you found my voice breaking, do let me know in the chat box. I'll try to check it. I have switched my network, but probably it's not that great today. Like today we had a storm here. Okay, thank you, Lavish, for confirming. All right, then, everyone, we'll get started. Once I share screen, probably I'll have to ask you again that if you're able to hear me nicely. If at all you found it breaking or something, do let me know in the chat box. I'll probably switch off my camera, then that's the last thing I can do. Okay, fine. So we're going to do data handling, but unlike the nice data handling we had in grade 5, we have one more addition, a new thing to learn in data handling for grade 6, and that is called as statistics. Have you heard about this term before? Statistics is going to live with you lifelong. Yeah, it's a topic which is definitely going to be applicable in any field of study you choose in future. Today, we will be focusing on learning the 3M and the 1R. Anyone who knows the full form of these 4 things? Let's see the chat box. Yes, Lavish, that's right. Cricket stats. Absolutely. That's the best example you could have quoted in this IPL season. Vivraj, 3 meters? No. 3M stands for, the first M is, which we're going to learn, is the mean. The mean is the average. Okay. The other M is the mode, MODE. The third M is the median, which we will be learning. The R is the range. So we'll be covering these 4 things. Okay. Each of its meaning will be discussed in the class today. So no need to worry. Okay. Let's start off with our first slide. So the first one is, why at all do we need data handling? That's the need of the hour. We need to first understand why at all anyone learns data handling. So imagine you're working in a factory or you're the owner of that factory, and every single day you people are producing hundreds and hundreds or thousands and thousands of chocolates. Okay. So if you think that, ma'am, for every chocolate, just like we used to do in pictographs, we will show one circle or one diagram, that will be a difficult situation, right? We cannot have a paper which has so many dots in it. Oof, it will be so hard to read. And that's the point where collection and representing it as a group came into picture. So if you remember in pictographs, we used to have a key where the key used to say that every circle is equals to 100 chocolates. That means in this graph, if I say that on Monday, I had 1, 2, 3, and on Tuesday, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means on Monday, I produced 300 chocolates, and on Tuesday, I produced 500. So this is the raw data which I have, 300 and 500. And this is how I represent it in any of the following forms, whether it is a pictograph, a bar graph, a line graph, or any such thing like that. Okay, so that's the need of representing data in the form of any of these diagrams. Okay, of course, Rishikesh, that's the right answer, to make stats and counts easy to understand and comprehend. Now, let's come down to all these 4 terms which I'm going to talk about right now. Average. So imagine we have a test in the class. We will have it after a few days. So we are having a test in the class and everyone is scoring different. But just like in school, you have different sections. So let's say that there are 3 people in section A, 1, 2, 3. 4 people in section B. Okay. So let's take 3 quick examples I can see in front of me right now. Shiven, Rishikesh, and Ayan. So Shiven, Rishikesh, and Ayan got 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I'm so sorry, and don't take it seriously, but a 6 out of 10. Just to make my maths easy, I just try to make my math easy. Okay, probably no, I'll give you a little more. Let me give you 8. Okay, now come to the section B. Let's say in section B, we have Vivraj, Anya, and Lavish. Okay, so Vivraj, Anya, Lavish, and Arohi. Okay, and their scores are like, let's say, okay, let's try. So it's like a 10 out of 10. Arohi can get a 10 out of 10. Anya can get a 8 out of 10. And okay, that's Lavish, 8 out of 10. And Anya, let me give you, see, as I told you, I want to make my calculations easy. But then I'll be like, okay, fine. So let's give another 8. Okay. Now tell me which section has performed better. If I immediately ask you people in the chat box, tell me which of the section has performed better. How would you answer it? Okay. If my voice is breaking, I'll just switch off my camera for a while. I think that would be fine. Okay, Arohi says section B because you are in section B, Arohi. That's why. Both are equal, one says. Okay. Okay, there are 2 people who say that both are equal. Let's check. So the mean is the correct parameter to judge who is scoring better. Okay. So let's go with the mean. So how do we calculate the average? Average or the mean are the same thing, and they are always calculated as the sum divided by the number of terms. Okay. How many terms are here? 3. What's the sum of this number? 9 plus 10 plus 18. 8 is 27. So 27 upon 3 ends up in a 9. And if I do the same thing for B, I get 20 plus 8, 28. 28 plus 8 is 36. But the interesting fact, as most of you said this, is 36 divided by 4 also ends in a 9. So when it ends in a 9, both of them, you understand it very, very clearly that, ma'am, no one is performing better here. Both of them are equal. Both of them are equal. Okay. Had I made a tiny change over here, the answer would have changed. Okay, by slightest. So that's how mean or averages, this data is useful for both. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to median, mode, and range. I'll do it, but one at a time. Let me start with mod first. So basically, the definition of mod says the number which is repeated the most number of times is called as the mod of the data. Mod, quite a lot of names. But you people try. See if it gets better. I am daring to turn on my video. If in case you feel you're still finding my voice breaking, do let me know. Okay. Well, I see some answers. So this is all about your observation skills. Just check your observation skills, everyone. Which number do you think is repeated the maximum number of times? 25 is 1, 2, only 2 times. 26 is 1, 2, and 3. So far, 26 is the winner. Is there any other number which is repeated 3 times? Definitely not 3 times. So 3 times is the winner. Which is the number which is repeated the maximum times? That is 3 times. 26. And that's how we get the mod of this as 26. Did you people understand this? Yeah? But there's a catch. What if something gets repeated the same number of times? What if something gets repeated the same number of times? If let's say we have another 25 in this equation or in this set of numbers, 16 numbers, then what will be the mod? 25, 26? No, Lavish, we'll not have it as the average of the two numbers. We will say that this sequence is bi-mod. We will say that this sequence is bi-mod. What do you mean by bi-mod? By bi-mod, I mean that there are two mods, just like bicycle has two wheels, right? So bi means two, tri means three, and that's all. Okay, bi-mod, tri-mod. And then if it is more than that, then you can say multi-mode. What do we call it? Multi-mode. So it's like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Is this equation or is this sequence multi-mod? Yes. Right? Everyone is okay with multi-mod? Very nice. Let's go to the next thing. Next thing is called as median. Now, how does median help us? How is median different from mean? Remember, people, that median helps you finding a number which does not include the extremes of the number. So understand this very carefully. When you grow old, you will see that there are two types of data shared with you. Suppose you are very interested in finding out whether a particular job is like how much is the job paying or how good is that college. Okay. So if you want to see that what type of companies come, what is the job role, what is the salary. So you have two datas given to you. One is called as the mean salary, that is the average salary of the entire batch, and the other one is the median salary. If I take your example, people, you will be very soon giving the board exams as well, right? So in the board exams, how does your school represent the data to the newspaper? The school represents data in two ways. They say this is the mean or the average score of our entire school students, and then they share a median score. Now, the interesting thing is mean depends on the lowest and the highest value. Yes or no? Mean depends on the lowest and the highest value. Yeah. If I change the lowest and the highest value, the mean can change. Let's take a simple example. Let's take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Can you people quickly tell me what is the mean of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? It's very simple. What is the mean of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Mean. Mean means average. How do we calculate average? 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 whole divided by 5. Very good, Anya, Rishikesh. Very nice. Very good, Lavish. That's right. It's 6. Good, Shirin. Thank you so much. Okay. There's a shortcut to this also. I'll tell you afterwards. This is the mean, the average. Guys, just to let you know the difference between it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What is the median? The definition of median says arrange the sequence in the ascending or the descending order and then see which number lies in the middle. Yes, Prajwal. Yes, Rishikesh. That's right. So the median says arrange the number in the ascending or descending order and then tell me which number lies in the middle. It is 6 again. Okay. Now is the interesting part to understand. If I change this first value from 2 to, let's say, 12, what will be the average? What will be the new average? 10, 10, 20, 28, 30, 40, 40 by 5, 40 by 5, 8. Very good. Check it yourself, guys. Instead of 2, ma'am has changed one of the numbers as 12. 2 has been changed to 12. So 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. Divide by 5. 9. How are you getting 9, dear? 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. Plus 2, 32. 32 plus 8 is 40. And 40 divided by 5 numbers is 8. Okay. Now the mean changes. Is the mean changing? Yeah. Yes. Okay. But imagine I think I dropped off in the middle, but I'll continue. So with the same example, I'll continue back. That was 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. This 6, okay, was the median earlier. If I change the 2 and change it to 1, will the median change? Yes or no? Will the median change? Yes or no? Lavish says no. Lavish or lavish? No from Anya, no from Prajwal, no from Vivraj, Ananya, Anya, no. Okay, Rishikesh, Shivin, nope. That's absolutely right. Until and unless the number is greater than 2, of course, it is not changing the position of 6. No problem at all. So that's the reason. So when the school gives your median score to the newspaper, let's say, they are not worried about who scored the highest and who scored the lowest. They just arrange every student's marks and then try to figure out who scored in the middle. Okay, I'll ask you a question. Let's do this. How many terms are there? 9 students. Can you tell me which is the median here? The data is not fully arranged, students. We have to arrange it over here. So how do we arrange it? First, we'll arrange it in the ascending order. Now, here's Anya, Ananya, Anya. I think Anya. Luvish. Okay, done. Thank you. All right. So look at this very, very properly. Whenever you guys are writing down the numbers in the ascending or descending order, I strongly request all of you to please mark or tick it in the original question also. Because sometimes you have repeated numbers. Like if I start with 34, then there are two 35s. So if you miss on any one of them, you might end up getting the wrong answer. Just like I forgot about 32. Silly me. 32, 34, 35, 35. Then we have a 36. Then we have a 37. We have a 38 also. We have a 39 also and 47 also. Okay, now that I have all the numbers with me, I'll just do a quick counting and check if I have all the 9 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Now, which one is the middle number? Fifth from the left, fifth from the right. The middle number is 36. But this number was possible because we had odd number of digits or odd number of terms. Yes or no? If someone says find the median of these two numbers, what will you do? What will you do? Luvish has already given the answer. Luvish be like, ma'am, I'm here to help. Absolutely correct, Luvish and Rishikesh. In this case, where we have even number of terms, we'll go for average of the middle two numbers. That means whichever are the two numbers which fall in the same rank from left and right, we'll take those two numbers and we will find out its average. Let's do it. Let's try this number. We have, oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Here in this set, I will remove a 35. Now what will happen? There were two 35s, remember? There were two 35s, remember? This time I'm just cutting off 135. What will be the change? Tell me what will be the change. What will be my median? Let's find it out. I'm just deleting it completely so that there's no doubt. Today we had a never expected storm, which kind of really took my internet down. But I'm still there. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah. Okay. 36.5 from so many people. Well, you guys are not correct. You are absolutely correct. That's right. Look at this. 36 is fourth from the left and 37 is fourth from the right. That means 36 and 37 are the two numbers which are falling in the middle. All I need to do is find out their average. And of course, we know that 36.5 falls between them. But if you still want to do a lot of maths and show ma'am that, ma'am, you know, I know all the steps, then please do this. Okay. Any doubts, anyone? How to find out the median of a number which has even terms in it? Okay, then we have the easiest slide for the day for everyone. Go and get the answer quickly. Range. Have you ever gone to a stationery shop and asked for a pen and they are like, what's your range? Tell me your range. You can buy a pen till what cost? That is the range where you say that don't give me a pen less than 10 bucks and don't give me a pen more than 100 because I don't have that much money with me right now. Have you done that kind of a hanging shopping and hangling? Yes. Okay. Fine. So range is typically the maximum value minus the minimum value in the given set. All you need to do is use your eyes. Those who do not use, do not use specs, they are expected to answer first. And those who are using specs like me, they are probably the ones who don't eat veggies. I still get beaten up by my mom for not eating vegetables, which is a bad habit. So you don't take that habit of mine. Okay, fine. 42 is the max. That's very good. That's right, Ayan. And the minimum value we have is single digit 5. If I subtract this, I get a 37, which is the range of the given equation. That means if I subtract the maximum minus the minimum, I can easily get the range of the given equation. Wasn't that very simple and easy? Yes, it was. Now time for chocolate questions. What are chocolate questions? Chocolate questions are those questions which you expect in the coming examination, or they can be some questions which have already come in the previous exams. Like introducing you to the other side of data handling, bar graphs, and their lovely transitions. Let's talk about one question from this type. The first chocolate question of the day. On your screen, everyone. Try. Let's see who does that correct first. Be careful that one single year's data has 3 different types of products in it. A CD, a pen drive, and a keyboard. Also remember that the answer of the question has to be in thousands, because on the left hand side of this bar graph, you see the scale. Number of products is in thousands. So whatever your answer is, multiply that to 1,000. Okay. I have got 4 answers. That's pretty nice. Let's check. So they are talking about 2006 and 2008 altogether. So for 2006, we have the first data as 10. The second data lies somewhere between 10 and 5. So we can assume that to be 7.5. This one is at 15. And then 2008, we start with this, which is 25. This, which is 30. And this, which is 20. So we get how much? Let's add it up. We get a 10 plus 15, 25. A 25 plus 7, that is 32.5. Then with the 32.5, I want you to add on 20 plus 30, 50, and 50 plus 25, 75 to it. When I add up this data, I get 710, 107.5. But wait, what did we learn early? That these products are in thousands. So we need to multiply this with 1,000. The moment I do this, what do I expect to get? 1075 and 3 zeros. But wait, what? We have 1 digit after the decimal. So 1 digit after the decimal in the final answer also. That means my answer ends up as 1075 with 2 zeros. Option B is the right answer. Any doubts, anyone? Vivraj be like, yes. See, I got it. Okay, fine. No doubts from Shivain as well. Arohi, all good? You understood? Advik, you entered late today. No worries. It's not a very hard question to catch up. Still, this is one of my favorite questions to go with. Just that I want to write down one thing, that none of the months had zero sale. Had zero sales. I repeat, none of the months had zero sales. Keep that in mind and move ahead. That actually goes to 2 of the months given in the picture here. Let's see how many of you have thought of this. None of the months had zero sales. That means the months which do not show any data are not zero. They are missing. Which months are missing? March and November are missing. March and November are missing. So when 2 of the months data is missing, how can you say that the maximum sale is in August? How can you say that the maximum sale is in August? Okay. Fine. We still see people answering August, which is very confusing. As I mentioned, 2 of the months data is not given to you. So how can you decide the answer without the full data? I think I answered the question myself, isn't it? How can I answer this question without the full data, which means the data is inadequate. Inadequate in English means not sufficient, not enough to answer the question. For example, if I say If someone asks me, how old is Anya? There, or how old is she? Okay, pointing towards Anya. Then I will say, oh, her name is Anya. So imagine you told me, how old is she? And I said, her name is Anya. So you would say, ma'am, you gave me an answer, but that was data inadequate because her name will not help me to understand how old she is. So only decided when all the data in the given table. Ma'am, you're trying to trick us like the last batch. Absolutely, Vibraj. Priyasha ma'am is notoriously famous for doing these things only in the class. So yeah, the first answer is data inadequate. The second answer is interesting. Now that you don't know the value of March and November, how can you calculate that when you know that the total sales is 325,000? Do the calculation yourself. This is the second last question of the day. Let's try to do the calculation. Let's add up. See, it's very simple. It's a simple algebra question. Others are given to you. You add them up and you subtract that from the total, and that's how you get the value of the missing months. Absolutely, absolutely. We have some answers in the chat box. Good job. Others, do your math. Multiple answers. Some say C, some say D. Quite interesting. Let's go. Let's start calculating it one on one. Okay. This is 5. This is 10. So 15. 15 plus 20 is 35. 35 plus 30 is 65. 65 plus 35 is going to be 100. 100 plus 45 is 145. 145 plus 50 is 195. 195 plus 40 is 235. 235 plus 25 is 260. 260 plus 10 is 270. So the current is 325,000. I mean, sorry, the total is this and the current is 270000. If I subtract it, I get 3 zeros, 5, carry, 5, and that's all. That means 55,000. Option D is the right answer, which was the answer from most of you in the chat box. Wow, you people are so intelligent. Is that okay, Vivraj? Is that okay, others who did not get the answer in the first go? Anya, it's just a matter of calculation, only observation based. Okay? And please remember that this information or this knowledge is very, very important when it comes to the future examinations as well. So be it any competitive examination you appear for in future, you'll surely be attending these type of questions. Lavish says that, ma'am, I'll call for the number for registration. I'll drop now. Okay, no problem, Lavish. 1 second. The last question. Very hard question. How was the class, everyone? So we will catch up very soon next week, okay, with the same timings. So make sure that, as Lavish said, you can go back and check with Olympiad Success about the batch details and other queries. And we will start immediately with the most interesting topics of the day, okay? Thank you so much, Lavish and Rishikesh. Thank you so much, Shiveen. It was really great having you people here at this time. See you soon. Thank you so much for managing with my internet as well. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone. See you soon next week. Take care. Bye.